y'all? Welcome back to the channel. For today's video, we're going to be gutting and installing the Hybrid Racing 335 LPH fuel pump endo big body Civic, you heard? Alright, so say what up to my girl Panda. Pandemonium Akira. Still on that Fast and Furious Jesse mob, but that should be taken care of fairly soon. But today's adventure, we are going to be removing the back seats because we don't need them no more. And we're going to be installing my Hybrid Racing 335 LPH fuel pump that was in my Integra. Now it's coming in here because the Integra has an upgraded 535 fuel pump. So right now I'm just working on getting this seat off. I don't know what it is, but this damn thing, this, like, I don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead and remove it from there, then I should be fine. And I'm getting a call.
Hey babe.
Hi queen. What's up? Alright, so removing the rear seats isn't too bad. I mean, obviously, kind of my stuff's already pretty much quick release already out like this. So I'm gonna, yeah, pretty much take out this because I don't need it, and this I think hold on by a clip at the bottom. Yeah, this hold on by a clip. But for the rear seats, I think you just gotta push up on them. I think. I don't know. I never watched a video or did any research on how to remove the rear seats. So you know me, I just be doing and just doing it, and if it works, it works. If it not, oh well, bruh, I'll figure it out like I always do.
Alright, so we're going to start out by removing the 110mm bolt that holds on the bottom seat cushion. It's above the buckles for the center seat and the passenger seat.
Say less, pimp. Shout out to Natty Fix It.
Now we can pull up on the bottom seat.
My nigga. Yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah. When I was doing my tent, I guess this fell underneath the seat, but I guess it ain't too dirty. It's not too dirty, but yeah, seats are coming out today. Gut life, you heard? Now I'm gonna throw a nice ass this is gonna be fixed soon. People be roasting me about my headliner. I don't know why, but I mean, this shit is garbage, but damn, cut me some slack, bruh. But yeah, this about to be fixed fairly soon, playboy. The homie Brandon gonna fire it down and help ya boy. That'd be nice. All right, bro, we is gutted in this mug, bro. Look at that. That's crazy. Gut life. But what we're going to be installing today is this Hybrid Racing 335 LPH fuel pump. It should be solid, I hope. I hope everything is still good on. I mean, it sat for a minute, but I think overall it should be good. Don't have a fuel sock on. I might got to use my OEM sock back, but I mean, my OEM pump's still going good. But you know, you go full bolt-ons, maximizer. You don't want to have fuel starvation issues and stuff like that. So you know, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. All right, so let's go ahead and take off these 4 12mm bolts, then 4 Phillips screws, and then start the process of doing my first fuel pump on a 8th gen Civic.
Pero tampoco es pa' tanto. Solo juego al LOL, yo ya nunca me levanto. Leo sus mensajes mientras me tumbo descanso. Ya no miro el móvil, a veces me estresa tanto. Solo escucho Sancla.
Alright, so this is what we're working with. We got our one of these are EVAP, I believe, because this is a returnless fuel system, so it has no return, it just has a feed. So I'm thinking one of these probably go to the EVAP thing, but just pinch that and hold on. I have to use 2 hands right here, brother. Pretty simple. For right now, you gotta unplug the clip so this can come completely off, and then you gotta it's a clip method too. So use the clip with my hands so weak and weak. All right, sheesh. Whew. All right. Now that I got those 2 off, we gotta use a flathead and then just chisel, basically hammer hit it with a flathead so it can spin this loose, and then we'll be getting closer and closer, because god damn.
realidad a las cosas. La realidad no es la realidad. La realidad son los hechos de la realidad observada.
Damn, it's a dirty ass fuel. All right, so here we have the fuel pump assembly right here. That is our fuel pump in there. Is that a stock fuel pump? Bro, what if that's a Walbro 255? Wouldn't that be crazy? It's not though. Damn, I'm getting fat as fuck. Shit. Okay, so I got the sock on the new, well, on the hybrid pump. I wish it was new. I only use it for like a couple weeks, I don't think. Now it's putting this retaining clip back on, and there you have it. I hope this works. I mean, it looks kind of loose, but we'll see. We'll see. My first 8th gen fuel pump assembly. Let's pray this works. If not, I'm gonna be very sad. Very, very sad, but let's hope for the best. I don't know what it is, but I cannot get this fucking thing to go on, son. To my nephew's house to try to sell his BMW Z3, but I came back home and I finally got it on. So what I had to do was, well, you can't even see the arrow. That's how you know it's backwards. Well, that arrow right, well, there's an arrow right there. Yeah, there you go, you can see it. I guess it goes like this. I have no idea, but you basically match that arrow up with that arrow right there, and then it starts threading, and that's what I did. And yeah, should be good. So I'm gonna put everything on now and see if the fuel pump primes. I hope it primes, and then yeah, we'll see if I did a successful job. If not, then this shit gotta come back out. Let's see. All right, got my keys. Let's see if we hear a prime. Ouch. Fuck. We're good. All right, let me check the fuel rail up top to see if we have fuel pressure. Well, fuel pressure regulator indicates that there's no fuel coming in. I had my girlfriend check while I prime it, but nothing. So I guess it's priming in here though, but why is it not getting fuel? Oh man. This is no bueno, brother. So it is the next day. Today is Thursday at the time of this recording, and I'm still having the same issue. So last night, after my last video clip, I decided to remove the fuel pump, put the stock one back in, and it's doing the same thing to where it's not starting, but it's not going to the rail. For some reason, there's something going on. It's priming loud, everything is good. I checked the fuel pump fuse, which is number 2 underneath the dashboard, and everything is checking out. So I've been priming and trying to start, priming, and the issue still persists. So I don't know what TF the problem is, and I'm losing my patience because Monday is the big day for me, and I can't get my damn car to now start. All I wanted to do was put in the fuel pump, and now I have to take apart this and see what the hell is going on. Cause something is going on. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna plug it back in, and then I'm gonna remove the fuel line to show you guys what the hell's all going on. So this is all the fuel that's coming out when I prime it. That's weak, dude. So now I gotta figure out why it's only priming so little. So I have a solid update. Shout out to Omar, as one of Randy's customers, and actually he's actually a subscriber of the channel. So shout out Omar. The issue is I fried my regulator. Thank God for Facebook and the 8th gen Civic Honda page. I typed in some type of words that matched what I was going through, and somebody popped up and had the same issue I had. Like, he just replaced his fuel sock, and come to find out his whole thing was like fried. Like his fuel pump, his regulator was fried because there was I'll post it on the screen. So as soon as I figured out what the problem was, Randy came through and he had texted Omar for me to see if he'll sell his stock assembly, because he went with the Deechworks full assembly thing, and he did. So shout out Omar. I put the my hybrid racing fuel pump into the Omar's fuel pump assembly. I'm gonna actually rebuild mine so I can have it as a spare in case anything goes wrong. It's just a regulator that's inside the fuel pump goes bad. So if you ever have the issue where you're replacing like your fuel pump or your fuel harness, please disconnect the battery, disconnect the power positive and the damn negative. Disconnect the entire battery, then go ahead and start removing the lines and stuff, because I'm assuming I had pressure in the line and I removed the fuel line. It sent all that pressure to the regulator and somehow like clapped out the regulator. That's the only thing I could think of. That's the only thing that makes sense. So that's all situated. Remove the rest of the stuff for the inside. The interior is fully gutted. Look at that, boy. The car starts. We got fuel pressure now. Fuel pump is loud. And the battery's dead. God damn it. I gotta charge the battery, so I gotta let the car run. But if anybody wants stock 8th gen SI seats, I have some for sale, $150. I will not ship these because that'd be too much. So if you're in Florida and you want these seats, $150 or best offer, don't matter, I don't care. But now it's time to clean up all this mess, because this is ridiculous, bro. I can't be living like this. This is garbage. Wraps for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. My turbo also came in the mail today, so shout out to the homies over at Jack Spanier Racing. Thank you guys for coming on board, being the turbo sponsor of the Turbo Integra K20 series. I am so glad I got that issue with the fuel pump sorted out, bro. Like, that's so weird, man. I don't understand. Has that ever happened to you where you just literally do like a fuel pump swap and then your car out of nowhere not sending pressure to the regulator? I mean, to the fuel rail. I checked over all my wiring, nothing looked burnt, nothing looked out of whack, nothing was pinched, nothing. The fuel pump would prime. It was just weird. It was a super weird issue. I had to put a whole new assembly in there. So something to do with the regulator that was not working, because it regulates fuel. So if the regulator goes bad, it's not going to send fuel. So I'm trying to figure out what caused that to happen. But all I know is from now on, I'm going to disconnect everything. I mean, disconnect the battery, negative and positive, and then start the process of doing the fuel stuff. That was just mad weird, dude. All in all, it's all situated out now. Thank you to the homie Omar. Thank you to Randy. Next video is finally a video where we're throwing a nice piece on the car, the carbon fiber. Bro, I had this bonnet for like 3 weeks now. It was my 1-year anniversary with my girlfriend gift. So, and she got me the carbon fiber bonnet, vented carbon fiber bonnet. Oh, I can't wait to show you guys and put on the car and take some pictures. I can't wait. But thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy the video, leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. I upload every single day. Even when I'm not uploading, I'm uploading. You just gotta check out my other channels, baby. The gaming channel going up. It's really not, but you know, you just gotta speak things into existence, right? Merch. If you want to support the channel in any way, shape, or form to help me get this turbo kit, merch is available all down in the description box below. Go cop that. And tag me on Instagram. Thank you, dog. And I'll be sure to catch you guys in the next one. I am out. Peace.